So you may be wondering what our app is going to do. Well, when we hit this pick button, it's going to give us a list of photos we have in our gallery, and when we select one, it's going to come back to this screen and put it inside our image view for us to view. To do that, let's go to viewcontroller.swift, and inside here, we first have to come up to this class line, and we need to add a few elements to it. The first one is a UI image picker controller delegate. The next one is a UI navigation controller delegate. And this just allows us to add some fancy methods in here to make our life a little easier. Underneath our outlets, let's have let image picker equal to UI image picker controller. So let me just get that picker controller and then put your brackets in. Now this just creates an image picker for us. In our override func view.load, this is the method that fires up once the whole view has loaded, and it shows just before, or it fires just before our user sees the screen that pops up. And so in here, we have nothing to do. There is no work to do here. Underneath that function, we need to have something for the image picker controller to do whenever we've finished picking an image. And luckily, the image picker does this automatically for us. All we have to do is say func image picker controller, and then it gives us a bunch of things that we can implement automatically. We want the top one that says did finish picking image. So if you double click that, it loads it up, delete that code line, and then everything inside here it's going to do for us automatically. The first thing it has to do when we finished picking an image is it has to dismiss itself, because obviously we want the image picker to go away. And the way we do that is by saying self dot dismiss view controller animated, and we want to say true because we want it to be animated, and once it has completed, just delete that and press enter on the blue lines. We want void. We want nothing to happen once it has completed. We may have to put one or two more brackets in here. Nope, we seem to be okay. Okay, then underneath that, if you notice in the top line, it says we have an image here. So when we finished picking an image, it gives us back that image. So we have to assign it to our image view that we set inside our storyboard. And we already have a reference to that image view. It's up here in the outlet. So all we have to say is image view dot image is equal to image. That is it. Then it will pass this image over to the image view. Right, save that. Now we have to fire up that image picker controller whenever we click our button. And if you recall, we have an action function here called button click that we set up before. And the first thing we have to check is if our image picker controller has access to the saved photos on our device. And to check it, we say if UI image picker controller dot is source type available, and it asks us for a type. So we want UI image picker controller source type dot saved photos album. So we're simply saying if you have access to the saved photos on this device, then do the following. We're going to say image picker dot delegate equals self, and then image picker dot source type is equal to UI image picker controller, and we want source type, there it is, dot saved photos album. and then we say image picker dot allows editing, and we're going to make this false so the user can't edit them. And so once we have all of that set up in our image picker, we have to show it to the user. And the way we show it is by saying self dot present view controller. That's the one at the bottom. And it says you need to give me a view controller to present. And we've just made that. That's our image picker. Do we want it to be animated? So true. And once we're complete, let's just have nil happen. That means I don't want you to do anything once you've shown it. Save that, go to the top corner and hit play. And let's see what happens inside our iPhone 6. So here it is, right at the bottom. I'm going to hit pick. It asks me if I would like to access the photos. Click OK. And allows me to scroll through my moments. So I'm going to pick this nice picture, and there we have it shown on our screen. I'm going to pick another picture, this nice waterfall, and there we have it. So that concludes your first app. Wasn't that quick? In the next section, if you want to carry on, we're going to correct a few things. For example, this doesn't allow us to move around the image. Our image is also squashed. So if you want to learn just a little bit more, then join me in the following section.